Natalie, you've done big movies before, obviously, with Star Wars and even V for Vendetta. How does a big Marvel comic book movie compare?
It was actually a very different experience than those because there actually wasn't, because we were on Earth, our section of the film was on Earth, there's very little blue screen kind of work that we did. And also, Ken is such an incredible actor and director for actors that it was a very different experience to just having someone give such attention to character and performance on a movie at this scale.
Had you ever been here to Comic-Con before for the other movies?
For V for Vendetta and Star Wars in the same year, though. So this is my second time.
Do they just love you here?
Everyone's always very, very kind. It's great to be in like such a passionate group of people who just love film.
Okay. I'm learning something for you as well. Usually the female parts, you're kind of like the lone wolf in these superhero movies. Was it nice to have another woman involved? And not just in the movie, but also as a co-star and someone you interacted with a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Darcy role was expanded and went through the rehearsal process. So she started out as something and ended up as something else. So it was pretty great. And there is a pretty great female presence in the film with Jane Foster and Darcy and Sif also, and Frigga, Thor's mother. And I really like, not to be biased, but I really like our relationship in the movie. I mean, we haven't seen any of it, but I know. I feel like our love in real life came out.
Yeah, Kat and I knew each other before the film and we were good friends before, so it was great to get to play and, laugh throughout. Yeah, and Stellan was like the third. Stellan Skarsgård was like we were like a little trio, but he was constantly like these two like giggling girls and was always like rolling his eyeballs.
Toys and nail polish. And he had to sit there and take it.
Any jealousy at all that you were playing mere mortals when many of your other actors were Asgardians?
Yeah, when they were being like screwed in and out of their costumes and like couldn't pee for 15 hours straight, I was feeling really good about being in sweatpants and flannel shorts.
Natalie, now in the comics, Jane Foster has traditionally acted as a type of bridge between Thor and Earth and the human world. I was just wondering if you saw her role in the film as a similar one, and how you showed that in your portrayal of the character.
Yeah, I think definitely that is part of her role in the movie. It sort of grounds him. I mean, he's exiled to Earth to sort of learn humility, and I think her earthiness sort of is part of hopefully what transforms him. There are definitely changes in the character from the comic books, but that is certainly one of the things in the story.
Hey, now what was it, for both of you, what was it like working under Cannon's direction and sort of bringing those visions to life?
Pretty great. I mean, he's someone that I always idolized for acting. I've seen him do about 800,000 times. And he's so gifted in it. There isn't one moment that wasn't explained. And that he didn't. There wasn't a second for me, at least, that I didn't because he tells you everything to make sure that you're not feeling lost. I mean,
Yeah, no, he's an absolute master, and the attention he gives to character on a movie of this size is absolutely remarkable because it's very easy to get lost needing to do special effects and cover all of this action, and people forget often the terms that he never for 1 second let that go. Always. I mean, I can't imagine how exhausted he must have been at the end of the day. And he was really great too because he would ask us, he would usually like ask a question, and then in answering it, you came up with what your character was going to do. But he led you to, that answer. But the fact that you had to come up with it yourself really like made it part of you and inside of you. And it was just, it was a really amazing experience. And he has like infinite ideas for how to tell something like. Yes, always. It's and the pressure and stress of something like this film, you never see that with the director just being like always wholly energetic and always positive. Like you just like wanted to go to set in the morning to he would like entertain us like between scenes. He would like tell us funny stories, and interesting tidbits and anecdotes, and you'd like always learn something on set.
I was kind of creepily watching just try to steal.
It was fun watching him behind the monitor too.
Yeah,
Because he sort of goes through it with the character. He sort of acts it, but like unconsciously. So he'll be behind the monitor and he'll be like doing all of this. It's pretty
cute.
pretty amazing.
Sorry. Natalie, at Comic-Con, clearly guys are hitting on you in the panels, literally. Do you have any stories of that? What's the boldest move a guy has pulled, a geek has pulled you, I should say?
No, I won't.
Well, we're from Geek Time, that's why I said.
Okay, well, I think we can be geeks too.
Yeah.
But yeah, a guy definitely proposed last time I was here. I mean, I'm sure it was a joke, but I kind of really freaked him out and be like, when? Let's do this. Where's my diamond? But that didn't happen.
Something just happened in our panel a little bit. I was trying to warm you up. Something got.
Oh yeah.
I got a boner.
I was freezing. I was like literally like covered in goosebumps, and I was like, and the guy was like, oh, we're like, whoa, we're like, can we stop?
Did kind of get you guys to prepare in any specific way at all? Did he make you read everything?
You did some study on the actual subjects.
Yeah, but I was thinking more about when we had like rehearsal where they used chairs, very high tech rehearsal for like a gajillion-dollar budget, but like they used chairs to like build different spaces, like these kinds of chairs in like an empty room, and then we would have to like do the scenes and act around the chairs as if they were like buildings or cars or whatever.
Yeah.
And we had to like sit in the car and pretend we were like driving.
Yeah, I did this a lot to pretend to try to look cool, and I didn't even have a license at that time either.
And you
so
drove.
acting.
She drove a really, really difficult car.
No, but I never got to actually drive it on the road. Remember? And I was so good.
You were so good at it. What was it called? Hens Gala.
But they didn't give you like that specific Thor comics to read or anything like that?
Well, we definitely had lots of Thor comics, and then Ken's gave me like a lot of books on female scientists on their experiences, which was really interesting.
Did you get to incorporate your love of gangster rap into Jane's work habits? Maybe she's
Yes.
listening on her iPod.